to Mythic. If I could only open some rares.
That's freaking terrible.
But we'll work hard to solve the format.
7 wins.
And I'm sure we'll make it there.
All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome to Bronze Mythic. Show we draft our account for Bronze Mythic episode 10, double digits draft number 10. You missed the rest of the series so far. Check it out on YouTube. Hit the like button, support the content, subscribe to the content. And if you like Bronze Mythic, you gotta just support it. All right, do the thing. Karlov Manor, Platinum Tier 2. Last 2 drafts, we've been plateauing a little bit, but so far I've been rolling out really well here as we learn the format. Been a lot of fun. We had some punts too. Definitely a punt here or there, but we're learning the format. We're rocking and rolling here in Karlov Manor. Got to get in Pro Tour shape here. Pro Tour Chicago. It's coming up, I believe, soon. Open up a pack with a killer among us. Assassin's Trophy. We got the Case of the Locked Hothouse. 4-mana case, play an extra land. To solve, you control 7 or more lands. Where's my untap thing? What's untap doing right now? It's just not working. Why is it? It's weird. Kind of a fun rare. I don't know how good it is, but we got the Ambusher and the Killer Among Us. And otherwise a pretty thin back. Not a lot going on. This card's kind of gas. I just like playing extra lands and drawing cards. I'm gonna take the rare.
One last mystery to solve.
I can't help myself here. This is probably a terrible pick, but I don't care. I'm gonna try a rare out. It's Bronze Mythic folk. I like taking the rare. So this allows me to play an extra land. To solve, we control 7 or more lands. And then if it's solved, we can look at our top card of our library and play if it's a creature, land, or enchantment. Probably playing 18 lands or playing this card, but we pass it back with a Fugitive Codebreaker, another really awesome rare here. This is a morph. It's 2/1 haster if you want it to be, but also a morph that can draw cards when you empty your hand, so pretty awesome. This card's great. Otherwise, pack is, it's okay. A couple good white cards here. Guardian, Inspector, and Phantom. We got a Pompous Dude and a Researcher. But yeah, I think we're to Codebreak here. I think red-green morphy stuff, rampy stuff. Card draw also pretty nice as well. If we are going with if we're taking the case and kind of building on the case, we need to play like a pretty long game green deck. So these white aggro cards don't really fit with us. So I'll take the rare. Rare's great. This card's really good. So I'm a big fan. Let's try this. Get past a Harried Drone Smith. It is a 4-mana token maker. It's not exactly on the course of what we've taken so far. We can always just back out, though, and not play the rare. It's, like, not necessary. What are we doing here? All right, so, I mean, this card's pretty good. There we go. This card's pretty good in, like, a, more of a tokeny, aggressive-y, like, sacrifice-y, like, blue-red deck. Also got a Cracker, an Inside Source, a couple good commons. Not much else. Pretty thin pack. Again, Drone Smith is not really great in a non-aggressive, non-synergy deck. Let's take it, though. Card's pretty good. Pack's pretty weak. Both these commons are fine, but let's take the Drone Smith, see where it takes us. Codebreaker, Drone Smith is a pretty good start for red. We can kind of go a lot of different ways from there also. Surveillance Monitor and Gadget Technician. All right, well, blue-red stuff kind of open. This card's great. Monitor's awesome. Locked Evidence 4, make a Thopter. It's funny because, like, this is better probably not in blue-red, in the more grindy, like blue-black or blue-green or whatever decks. And the Tactician's really, really good in blue-red. What's better, though? This card's still probably worth taking. Though there are diminishing returns, obviously. We're only 4 picks in. And this makes all future Collect Evidence cards worse because you can't play that many Collect Evidence cards. I would say Tactician's definitely safer here. It's also a mono red card in theory too. That's fair. Yes, take the Tactician. So just take this guy's pretty solid. It's good morph, good token, good flips. Past a Theater and an Escape Tunnel. A Millstone off the list. Where did that come from? Bite Down on Crime, also pretty solid. If we're going to be red-green. Meddling Youths, Escape Tunnel. We could even like take the youth and just like explore white. Tunnel's the most open pick for sure. We only have one green card, so Dronesmith, Codebreaker. I'm gonna take the youths. Card's pretty good. Taking Tunnel's totally reasonable too, I think, but I'm gonna take the youths. Card's really good. Another gadget guy, sure. So it looks like white. I don't know. This isn't super open. Green, a few green cards here. Not a great signal so far. I mean, we have red cards. That's kind of where we're at, right? We have 2 Tacticians. This card plays really well with the youths, obviously, and the battalion mechanic, because we have extra attackers that can always attack. I mean, Dronesmith's here too. We actually have a lot of like artifact stuff happening, so this could be a good start for a blue-red deck. You know, if we're like heavy red splashing white kind of thing. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure yet. So we got Eliminate the Impossible. This card's quite good. Pretty awesome. 2-mana cheap trick. Gives you a clue. This card's great, honestly. Hotshot, Thoroughfare. Yeah, I think that blue-red might be a possibility here. Wrench is like whatever. Yeah, this card's pretty good. Pretty good late eliminate. So maybe blue-red. So probably not playing our first pick rare, unfortunately. Aww. I know, it stinks, but locks it on Eavesdropper pretty late. That card's pretty good. Also Person of Interest, but we're kind of like jammed on 4 right now, honestly. And this card's, it's like fine, but I'm not particularly thrilled with it. Let's take the Eavesdropper and keep it open. We might or might not be green, but we're like definitely red. We've got, now I have 2 green cards, a white card, and a blue card. Again, Person of Interest is like just too clunky, I think. So Eavesdropper. The Ambusher tables, as does the Inspector. All right, so maybe red-green's back on the menu. And this is sort of like how your first pack should go. You're kind of just like speculating, trying to figure out what's open. Take a good card here, take a good card there, and then you hit pick 9. You see if there's 2 good green cards in the back, and you're like, okay, maybe green's the way to go. So take the Ambusher. Solid doofer. So we got a lot of red-green morph stuff happening. We can get some moles. This pack's pretty bad. Setback is like fine. I don't think we're playing that, but what's up, Mr. Fish? Man, Investigator's late too. Man. Alright. Well, we got options, that's for sure. Late Vigilante too. Jeez. Alright. When the 4-drop red card, I'll play better with the H card. Well, we're not drafting around meddling use. You know, we don't know if we're white or not. We're just kind of like taking cards, staying open, and seeing where it takes us. So we got a Torch the Witness. This card's freaking awesome. This kills almost anything. Almost always makes a clue. Phenomenal limited card. This is like your A+ bread and butter limited card. You know, not really good enough for constructed, but flexible, powerful, and card advantage all the time. We got an Ambusher in my table, an Eavesdropper, Bite Down on Crime. Might get a green card back from this pack. Lazav's pretty cool, but whatever. A Monitor, too. Again, we're not sure exactly what colors we are yet, but we're definitely red, I think. That's the one like really clear thing. World Soul's Rage. Kind of a clunky fireball, honestly. We got Outfitter, Courier, Weapon, Mask Maker. I do like this card. I want to play a Mask Maker deck, personally. Yogi Resub, thanks so much. I mean, the weapon's pretty cool. I'm kind of a fan of this card, honestly. We got a couple blue cards here. We don't know we're blue or not. I think we just know we're red, I think. So we're going to keep taking red cards. We don't want to be teamer. That's not where we want to be. I don't think 3 colors is really where it's at. Take the weapon. World Soul is just a bad fireball. Like, this card's pretty yucky, I think. Just, like, really clunky. And again, we don't know if we're green or not. So, take a red card. We get 10 Straight Gossip is obviously good with all of our morphs. I'm pretty big fan of this card. The body's just great also. So we have 3 blue cards. I think we're red-green. I think the youth is gone. Let's take these blue cards out of here. Just like red-green morphy stuff. We got a Gardener too. Wow. I think it's Gossip. I think this card's awesome, but we are a little gunked on 4. But we got Basher here, Gardener, Analyst. Green and red both seem pretty open. Take the old Gossip. Get the morph going.
I suppose it could be almost anybody.
Alright. I guess it's the weapon. Right? I don't want a 4-drop. Whisper is like pretty reasonable, but we're not really filling our graveyard at all. I don't know. Actually, you know what? Our curve's kind of bad. Let's take the Whisper. I haven't played with this card yet. It does block early, which is kind of awesome. Let's try it. Let's give it a spin. Let's Whisper. Orangutan, Flotsam, Outline, Poison. Pretty bad pack for us. Take the land. I guess you want to speculate some multi-card stuff. Because we're not. I don't want any of these cards in my main deck. So, take the Thoroughfare. We do have a lot of 4-drops for Collect Evidence 4. It's definitely true. And now we're like back to nothing. What a weird draft. Orangutan is good with the Drone Smith. That's true. Gotta get the bread and milk. Assemble the players. We have a lot of morphs. I don't think we're gonna play this. Whatever. Man, what happened? Where did all the red and green cards go? There were so many of them, and now there's none. Damn. So we have a couple blue cards. Still have the Youths. I mean, the Night Watch is like a pretty solid card. Relive the Past? Sure. Alright, well, pick 8. We're back to red and green cards. Hellion, Weapon, Eavesdropper. We have a lot of 4s, but, shit. I'm gonna take the Eavesdropper. Where are my moles? All I want's the little Matador mole, you know? Hellion's just a big dumb idiot. We have plenty of that big dumb idiot stuff happening. All right, we table the bite down on crime. Our deck is clunky. Definitely clunky. All I want is Tunnel Tipster. It's literally all I want. Man, really holding it up here a little bit. I want, if I get 3 Tunnel Tipsters and back to you, I'll be stoked. So right now our deck is super morphy. I honestly would probably play that 1-drop, the Mask Maker. I want to try that card. Here it is. All right. I think this card's probably not that good, but it really intrigues me. So we're gonna take a Mask Maker here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We should only have 5 morphs. There's an Orangutan. I feel like we have more, but 1, 2 Goblin. Obviously, the draw Mask Maker's a lot worse too. See if it makes the deck or not. It's better with things like the weapon, you know. Make it a little more of a card. Right now our deck's looking pretty medium though. Not really a lot going on, you know. I don't think the case is very good in our deck either. We're probably like drawing extra cards or anything. This card might be unplayable. If we had like extra card draw and clues, probably wants to go in like a blue-green deck maybe, or like splash like a blue-black control deck. Chase is on. Don't really want that card. Alright, pack 3, help me out. Cryptic Coat. Alright, we're back to being blue, I guess. We had to take a Smuggler's Copter over this card yesterday. It's also a Flourishing Bloomkin and a Radical, which are both really good, but Cryptic Coat's also insane. Is worth splashing for? I don't know, honestly. Like, we have effectively no fixing. Our other blue cards are like, whatever. This card's obviously good. But what makes this card really good, though, is being able to bounce it and play it in the same turn, which we can't do. It costs double blue. I'm going to Bondkin here. I'm just going to stay the course. Yeah, it's just like, Cryptic Coat's awesome, but it's just not really where we're at, unfortunately. Now, we've now passed 2 Cryptic Coats, unfortunately, but here's a second Gossip. That's good. There's also a Dog Walker, but I don't think we need more morphs. And it's off color, a little hard to flip. Yeah, let's take the Gossip. We don't have any fixing either. Gossip helps flip our idiots and cast all of our morphs. I don't think we're playing the case. Where's damn moles at, huh? Stuck with these freaking Mask Makers. We have like actual no 2-drops either. Yeah, we got morph, 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 4s, morph. Yikes. Yeah, we don't have much removal either. This deck looks kind of bad.
Still a piece of garbage.
Not my finest work, but here's a Niv Mizzet Guild Pact. It's a Galvanize. Galvanize is great. Hopefully table is bystanders between a 2-drop really badly, but again, Dog Walker not as good when we're like not flipping it super easily or aggressive. So yeah, easy galvanize here. Got our will spell. In lieu of our little mole buddy, Goblin Mask Maker might be needing to carry the weight here. Just like don't have much, you know. Here's a goats, a detonation. So if you sacrifice an artifact, this costs less, but we're not really doing that. Oh man. Another meddling youths. Christ. Scapegoat's not a card for us. Oh man. We have Assemble the Players and Night Watch. This Warden's like kind of iffy. I guess we're going to Warden. Our deck is clunktacular. Hard-hitting questions pretty good, so we can do that, I suppose. All right. Explain why Goblin with Dog Warrior is worth in Technician. They're both hard to cast, but this is like a 3. I guess they're pretty close. Thinking a Flyer's nice. Dog Walker's still fine in this deck. It's like not the most exciting, I don't think. It's obviously fine, but here's a Vitugazi guy. Another good white card too. Yeah, I mean, Coerce to Kill, man. We are really scrappy crappy in here. Our deck just like kind of doesn't have anything. You know, like Bystander's fine. Another Night Watch too. Weird draft. We just like couldn't find the lane. We've like filled our curve out a bit now, which is nice. So like our curve's not as embarrassing as it was before. But that's a morph. Alright. Vengeful Creeper. We might still play the case, just like the problem is like the case like doesn't do anything for us. It does nothing until it actually turns on with 7 lands. That's like really bad. Automaton's fun. I like Automaton. Another Bystander. All right, we got some cheaper creatures now at least, which is good. Another Night Watch too. Jeez. Yeah, red green does seem a little iffy. We got our curve, which is nice. So now we actually have a bit of a curve. Kind of light on removal. Don't really have any raw power. I mean, Drasmit likes it. I don't particularly like it, but all right. So 24 cards. Again, we got. I mean, this orangutan is pretty bad. It's only good specifically with the Dronesmith. Otherwise, it's pretty awful. That card sucks. Am I playing 17 lands? We have the case also, which is pretty slow. This pretty bad combat trick. Alright. Man, it's a lot of shitty 2-1s. I wish we had like I mean, maybe we just need to play this Chase is on. We just like don't have any like a pump spell or just like something to push through my shitters, you know? It's got the orangutan. We got morph, morphs, morph, 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 morph. Scapegoat's good. I don't think it is. Like if you're really aggressive, it is. Like we're not really aggressive. You know, I guess making a bystander have menace is kind of cool, but it's just a 1/1. You know, like we're not like really that aggressive. I kind of want, let's see, Rage. Rage isn't terrible. Just like, the problem is like I'm worried about our shitters trading up, you know? And Rage sort of does that. So does the Chases On, but much less efficiently, obviously. Because, like, I don't really need to save my Innocent Bystander. I don't need my commenter to save this card. You know, like, it's tough. Let's think for a second here. How are we going to make this one work? We have some eavesdroppers and, like, it's some idiots, but Spectre Galvanized 2-1. The Mask Maker, maybe you just don't need to play this card. It's, like, pretty bad. I'll try it. Let's try it out. So, I think we're 16 lands. Even though we got a lot of morphs, like, our deck's kind of bad. So, like, we're just, like, put a spell in. It's going to be Rage. It's going to be Chases On. This card's so clunky. The amount of combat tricks are so... Let's try the Rage. Let's see how it feels. Let's try the Rage. Look at our lands. We got a little more red than green. Do 9-7. Alright, so... we got a scrappy, crappy red-green deck. Definitely not my finest work, but we know what time it is. It's prediction time. So, time to place your bets. What do you think? 7 wins, yay or nay? You two folks, take a second, pause the video, scroll to the comments, like in the video along the way, support the content, leave a comment, all caps, believer or non-believer. What do you think? 7 wins, yay or nay? Crappy red-green. Let's try and do this here. All right, here we go. Chat, coming out with me. A lot of non-believers. I don't blame you, honestly. We're on the draw. We have our... oh, sorry, another thing. On the draw. Yeah, we can't keep this. All right. 2-liner of a draw. Not really going to work. Yeah, sure. It's mulligan. All right. I mean, it's not great, but whatever, I guess. All right. We got Codebreaker. Maybe get a little flip going here. Not a lot of spells in our deck, though, but... all right. Don't love another forest here. They play a knife. And they main phase sack the... I feel like the player quality has been a little lower than average in this run. Our opponents have made a lot of like just really weird plays, even in Platinum. Harried Dronesmith. We don't really use this card that well, you know? Like, we're not really making good use of the Thopter at all. I guess we probably just keep it. It's better than a random card. I mean, actually, it puts a 4 in the graveyard. It turns our Whisperer on. So we're going to morph the Warden next turn. And then cast the Dronesmith. We'll keep it. It's fun. Simple little sleeves. If you're a student, folks, this is Bronze to Mythic. Show our draft account from Bronze to Mythic, Episode 10, Draft 10, Game 1. Welcome. First time, hit that follow button. Watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Play the Warden and Segio. All of these big, dumb morphs are usually pretty bad. They're just very, very clunky. Got the Escape Tunnel going. Sure. Main phase Matthew over here. Three colors.
You know how you can tell it's a clue? Because it's a clue.
Got a Fairy Snoop also. Sure. And they've been a Crime Stopper sprite. Also sure. Draw an Ambusher. I mean, just play this Dronesmith. Attack with these two. Get him for 1 or 2 damage. Not exactly a riveting start. That was the strictly worst block. They blocked the 1-1 that was going to die over the 2-2. But sure. Oh, I got a Snuff Attack. They're snuffing it back. That friggin' thing's got a knife. Watch out. Alright, so we don't draw a land. That sucks. We could Eavesdropper. We could also just morph the Whisperer and the Ambusher. Or, I'm sorry, play this Whisperer, morph Ambusher, and set up for a big Warden. Yeah. This thing's a little annoying. It's a 5/4 first strike. Buzzsaw and a knife. Alright, so let's just play Whisper. Play the Morph and say go. We had 2 of his cards like last night. That wasn't like the worst card ever, you know. 6 mana, 5 cards in hand. They're kind of doing it, honestly.
Make a little noise here, huh? Come on, I can't hear you!
I suppose it could be almost anybody.
Mardi Gras. Here comes the 5/4 first strike. Alright, no blocks. We draw a land. This thing is really big. Like, it's going to be like an 8/8 or whatever. You draw a land. So, I mean, now we have flips on both of these. We could force a block. It's not very good either, though. Let's just say go with this guy up and just flip it. Making a land into a creature is not really ideal at the moment because we just kind of need our lands too. It's why this card's like, it's good, but it's slow. What is this? They're going to Gadget Tactician? Okay. Fine, I kind of want to flip this now. We get the extra counter. So it's going to be 4, 5, 6, going to be an 8/8. That's fine. Let's keep a surprise. Alright, say go. Hopefully, they struggle with a big creature. The problem is that, like, if they have a bounce spell or a mool spell, we should get blown out, which is why these 5 mana size morphs. Oh my god, we're getting rocked. They're gonna target both morphs with the tappies, the good tapperonis. That's both my good cards. Yep, this card's awesome. I think this card's phenomenal. All right, they're tapped. Now they have some pretty free range attacks. Comes the 5/4 and the Thopter. Yeah, I mean, no blocks. Not yet. Gonna grow the thing too? Damn. Alright, so we take 6. We have an 8/8, it's tapped. We draw a Gadget Dude? Gadget Dude's fine. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
World's greatest detectives!
I guess we're just more flip. Oh, whatever, yeah, sure. It's not theirs. They're blocking it anyway. So, this 6/5 first striker has been kind of annoying, honestly. They're going to deduce, make a clue. Damn. Thing's got a knife. I mean, I got to untap my 8/8, which is pretty cool. The thing is, like, if they stack another clue or two, like, this thing's going to be really, really big. Alright. Oh, now they're really getting aggressive. Alright, so flip this bad boy up. We gotta chump the big idiot. What's our chump blocker? Probably the automaton. Whisper, like, might matter. Probably chump next turn anyway, so we're gonna have an 8/8 next turn, but, like, they're very close to having this thing have 8 power, which is pretty gross. Down to 7. Oh my god, the Crook. The Crook! Come on! Oh. The Snuffler just keeps getting bigger. We just can't stop it. We just can't draw lands or useful things. Now I got a big idiot at least. The problem is they have one more artifact to sacrifice. I don't know if we can ever beat this thing. Alright, let's just play another morph. Just say go. Not really a good spot to force any blocks. 8's gotta play defense. So any clue here, we're screwed. God damn it. This card's unbeatable. What are we gonna do? We can't beat the Snuffler.
Yeah, I'm totally getting a clue.
Alright. I think the Whisperer is gonna eat it here. This card is just like, we're just not ever gonna be able to make a land into a creature. So let's shove with this. Take another one. We're getting Snuffled on a snow day. They still have 7 mana and 3 cards in hand. Oh my god, yeah, where's our monkey? We didn't play the monkey, did we? No, we didn't. Monkey be so good here. They're gonna play the Jaded Analyst. And oh, we're just dead. They've also just drawn so many cards too. That's tough. We draw a gossip. Yeah, we just like can't do anything. We can like flip this and force us to block and stack. That's probably what we gotta do. Just trade off at the crack. Because the only thing is like we just can't beat the Snuffler. It's just so big. Alright, this creature blocks 30 bit block. This thing blocks. Tag with this, because we're not gonna lose our big things to a double block, so we'll just trade Tactician for a Cracker. They should get another clue though. Yeah. Not exactly a good exchange, but the Unstoppable Snuffler. I've seen enough. Alright, not a particularly pretty beginning to our draft, but our deck is pretty bad, I think. So that's okay, though. We're just going to keep going. Brought to you by bcwsupplies.com. Best gear out there when I'm playing in the Pro Tour in 2 weeks. That's my sleeves right there. I have Elite 2 deck card sleeves. Mulberry. I like the matte fronts, but the gloss fronts are good too. That's my deck box. I use their binders, their card sorting trays, storage boxes. They got it all. bcwsupplies.com. Use promo code GYM10 for 10% off your order on bcwsupplies.com. Check them out. Oh my god. Alright. We criticize our opponent for sacrificing a knife. Well, obviously, sacrificing it's fine. Just like main phase stacking, it's very peculiar. But they got us. They got us good. Innocent Bystander. A little Goblin. Yeah. Oh my god. It's the natural predator to our 2-1 in a 1-3. Then we'll over a land. Now call us as a sponsor. Is the Bronze Mythic shirt dead? Dream dead? Maybe at some point, you know. Call us sort of just like tightening their belt and trying to survive as a company. So, you know, if they pull their shit together, which they should be able to, honestly. Definitely open to a re-partnership in the future. It's snowing. It is snowing out there. Gonna play an Inspector. That's pretty good. And a Tunnel. Alright. Flourishing Bob Bloom. I love this card. Alright. We're just gonna morph. Say go. No tricks. Want to flip this bad boy. Get a big thing. Set the mana up. Eavesdropper next turn. They're just gonna hard cast the Moroi. That's aggressive. Okay. Sure, I guess. Thing does kind of hit, honestly. 4-power flyer. This can block it. But, like, you know, it's a bit thing to work into. So, Mr. Twist, first time chatter, enjoying the YouTube. Want to stop by. Let's hear from Mr. Twist. Love our first timers here. Welcome. Thanks for hanging out with us today.
You ain't got no alibi. You ugly.
Not you, Mr. Twist, but all right. Moroi's in. Take 4. We got our Inspector. Nothing in the graveyard just yet. They have a Gorehound. I mean, they do have 2 lands in the graveyard for the Aftermath Animals, which is kind of cool. We draw a land. All right, so I mean, flipping the Flourishing Bloomkin is pretty appealing. They have 2 cards in hand, 4 mana up, no double black. They also have the Analyst. I might try to sacrifice this, honestly. If I attack with this, they block. Let's get that with this. I'm going to attack like this. I think I'm not going to flip. They block with the Analyst. Yeah, we're just not going to flip. This is fine. Because if I flip it, they'll stack it. They're stacking anyway, so it's fine. Nope, no problems here. And then we're going to play Eavesdropper and leave the Rage up. We do have the Inspector. We could, in theory, Inspector pump block the Moroi, but defensive pump spells are pretty risky. And I don't think we're like, we're in that kind of a dire straits yet. So play Eavesdropper. Then we crack Clue next turn and attack for $1 million. It's kind of cool too. So let's take go. I love this card. One of my favorite cards in the set, honestly. The Analyst. Love it. Such a fun card. Good enabler. Just got like 2 extra lands off of it. Can do so much more too. Alright, well, I have 7 lands in play. Was it upkeep sack? Look at that. Upkeep, fetch land, crack. Deck thinning. Everyone loves deck thinning. Yoga Chad definitely loves deck thinning. Alright, so here comes the Moroi. We're going to take a shot here for 4. And they're going to play an Eliminator. I honestly kind of hope they kill the Morph here. Like, we just... Are they killing one of these things? Damn. It exiles it too. It sucks. Alright, so... This is an exile, not a destroy. So that's fine. So I can't flip this guy and... 3-3, 3-3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No cards in the bin. We need 6 for this thing. It's so many cards. It's so hard to get going. They have 1 card left. I think it's time to play the Inspector and just block this stupid thing. I'm just going to draw a card. It's Ack with a 4-4. I guess if they block, though, am I going to Rage or just trade with one of these things? It's a challenging game. Living this thing, obviously, is pretty damn big. It's going to be a 5-5. Going to get bigger also. So hard to do more than one thing here. I didn't think for a second. I'm sorry. This is a tough spot. We're like kind of racing, but kind of not. I would say that they're the beatdown and we're the control deck. All these clues in play too. But like trying to play Inspector and then Rage to block this is like pretty inefficient. I could Eavesdropper and attack and then just double block. It's not great either. Want to have more mana off this thing. Just like so many like little things here or there. Rope's going too. Alright, I'm going to attack like this and be pretty unhappy about it. See what they do. Alright. I mean, sure. Let's get our Landos. This makes next turn easier too, so I got a 5-5. That was pretty good for us, I guess. We're going to take 4 off the Moroi, but next turn we can Inspector and use our Rage. A bunch of clues now also. This thing's pretty big. Now our attacks look really good too, so... They're going to collect evidence again. Maybe something, anything? What do we got, friend? Took a while on our turn too, so here comes both. That's interesting. It's not a great trade to trade Eavesdropper for the Eliminator, because we have the clues in play and stuff. We could Rage the Bystander, block, get to kill their thing, get a 2/2 and a clue. But then we have, like, no real defense against this. This has been a hard game. This has been a really, really hard game. If I block a bolt and they have a trick and they both die, I can Inspector. They have 2 cards in hand. We attack for... I'm gonna block. I'm gonna block, use this trick. Just gonna, like, try and swing back and see what happens. We get a clue, we trade. They don't have a trick, which is good for us. And now we have, like, some pretty solid beats. We're talking for 6, 10, 12. That was a phenomenal draw. Alright. This guy costs 3, 2 to flip. Yeah, we're gonna crack a clue. Crack clue, grow the Eavesdropper. It's an ambusher, too. Wow. Alright. Gonna jam. Kind of like a hard cast this, honestly, but attack with everything. So let's just, like, not die. That's the plan here. Bad taps. Jump blocker for the Moroi and lethal. Looks like opponent just flooded pretty bad this game, honestly. Despite our weakness of his Moroi, just not really getting the job done. They have 9 mana, 2 cards.
Why don't you start investigating over here?
Ambusher can force a block. Inspector. I mean, they're like pretty dead on board. They don't just do something significant this turn. 7/7, but you know, they hardcast this bad boy too. We have the same number of lands. I mean, I suppose they got too back with this thing, but we've also like cracked some clues. That's the difference, you know. We've cracked like a clue or two this game. We cracked a clue and got a thing off this, and like you can feel it. You can feel it on like turn 8, where like I just have more cards than them. What's going on? But like, oh yeah, I cracked a clue. I flipped the morph, cracked a clue again, and it kind of adds up. You don't really notice it. It's like some player casts some huge card draw spell, or whatever, but just a little nickel and dime card here, card there. It is snowing. They're looking at that graveyard, thinking it through, checking it twice, running out of things to say. If you haven't followed the stream, folks, the follow button. Much you can do. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Again, if you enjoy the show, if you enjoy Bronze to Mythic, and you want to see me succeed and do well, just hit the buttons, do the things. All right. We also tank pretty hard this game too, so we can't really complain about our opponents tanking here, but it's taking a while. They're going to pull. Put 2 target cards from a single graveyard on the battlefield under your control. They gain haste and sack them at the end step for an Inspector and an Eliminator. That's pretty good. So they get to eliminate something. They can also... like, oh, sort of a cast spell. Never mind. So they're going to eliminate something. That's fine. Probably the 6/6. These both die at the end of turn. And they're still dead on board, right? Yeah, this is still fine. Alright, so sack that to kill my Eavesdropper. Maybe you draw your second card each turn, so no way to save that. Sure, it's fine. Oh yeah, never mind, it's not. Yeah, sure. So, and they have the Eliminator. They mouse it over their last card in hand. What else you got, friend? I mean, I'm pretty sure we just block here and not risk getting cheesed out by like a trample spell or something like that. We have lethal damage coming back across and a good hand anyway, so And I'll get to kick the Inspector, too. What's the last card, friend? Another Inspector. No evidence. Oh, I'm sorry. There is evidence. They're going to pump here and say go. So they're at 9. We have 6, 7, 8. That's close, but not quite. All right. We do have a counter here, though. Let's draw. Torch the Witness. That is lethal. Right, we just kill this, and we have 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, cool. Inspector. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Oh, neighborhood detectives, huh?
Put a counter here. And we're going to torch this bad boy. So this is twice X. So it's 4 damage. Get out of here. All right, so weird game, but we'll take it for sure, you know. Automaton, take me to the promised land. Jared, resub, thanks so much. Take me to the promised land, Sanitarium, Automaton. We need a forest, and there's the forest. Easy game. Didn't even need you. Blue-green, Jaded Analyst. Another forest, sure. Alright. Automaton reveals a forest. Alright, we got the memo here on forests. We're good. Morphe.
Nice disguise, by the way.
Alright, so just Bondkin, Eavesdropper, flip Bondkin is the plan. Sharp-Eyed Rookie. Really good rare. It's a good one. Alright, I mean, just gonna drop some Eves and say go. Could kill this. We can just kill it next turn, I guess. There's something's going on here, too. They have a counterspell. That sucks. Ugh. What did they just do? Counters on a creature. They just didn't counter a spell. Oh my god.
Whoops. Whoopsie.
Oh, that would have been backbreaking too. Alright. Just didn't counter a spell. Yeah. Just gonna say go. The UI is a little tough on this one. You gotta target your creature and then target the spell. Also, targeting the spell is optional. So, Criminologists. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I mean, we've all been there. We've made our share of big dumb punts too. They get their clue. They draw a card. We gotta kill this rookie, I think. Attack for 3. I don't mind blocking here. This is fine. We draw a forest. I mean, I want to flip up this guy. We gotta kill this rookie though. So let's kill this thing. And then we have the rage and the clue. We could just like clue. Could trade the Eavesdropper for the Criminologist and get a 2/2. That's pretty good actually, I think. Could just draw a card. Let's draw a card, see what happens. We draw a hard-hitting question. That's actually kind of awesome. So that can kill the rookie too. Or I could rage, then hard-hitting question, but then I can't kill a rookie. So, Can save this for next turn. I'm going to flip this and then hit it. So we're just going to attack with the Eavesdropper and see what happens. Oh, Gal does 5 right now. It's just true. Oh, right. Yeah. I forgot this card has text on it. That's even better. All right, cool. Let's do that. So let's go Galvanize. This does 5. And then we'll fight and kill the rookie. I should attack first. I was stupid because their blocks are bad, but whatever. And I'm going to be a coward about my morph. Duh. Read the cards, Jim. Hi, I'm Jim. Welcome to Bronze Mythic. It's a Gardener. Alright. Gardener for a land. Yeah, I mean, if that counterspell resolve, you're probably should never win this game, but here's a Steam Course Scholar. Gonna draw 2, discard a flyer, instant or sorcery.
Oh, neighborhood detectives, huh?
Trying to get a Cracker? Wow. And then an Evidence Examiner. And they're kind of doing it. Their deck seems pretty good, honestly. Very lucky of us to have them kind of screw up. Another Mountain? Come on.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Alright, well, we're going to attack at both. And we're looking for a blowout here, folks. That's the plan. Attack at both. Really? Alright, sure, whatever. Alright, so flip this up. Get some forests. And we are deck thinning masters here. We get in for 7. Let's say go. We are, like, not in particularly awesome shape. Like, they're just making a clue every turn. They've got flyers and a board. They're looting. They're actually pretty good. It's just a good blue-green deck. Like to draw a spell, obviously. It'd be nice, but, you know. Discarding an analyst. Like the evidence again.
Well, we collected all the evidence.
Alright. Clues for days. Just never run out of cards here. Please draw a spell. Please stop draw. Wow, really? They're going to cast a 4/4 and not morph it? That's insane. I'm sorry. You draw a concealed weapon. Alright. It's cute. This sucks. They're just going to block. And we're just not going to have anything left. Right? Like, attack of both of these. They have some pretty good double blocks. So we have, like, this thing to kind of push through and everything. But, like, whatever. Let's attack. We've got a quad block on this thing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my god. Rage monster! By God! That was some block. Alright. I mean, it's kind of like, that looked pretty bad from our opponent's side, but we had like the 2 perfect cards to like, you know, punish it pretty badly, but sure. Off the top of the Hell in the Cell. Here's Cryptic. Oh my God, this card's unbeatable at this stage in the game. Here's Cryptic Coat. They have infinite unblockable 2/2s. Oh my God. That's bad. Alright. And they are killing us right now. It's like the best blue-green deck I've ever seen. So our attacks are just completely stymied because like this thing just bounces and makes another 2/2. Shit. Just like need a way to push through, you know? We just don't really have many ways to push through. We do have like our deck is mostly spells at this point. And we have a lot of our top end cards too, but this card's just unreal. Like this stage of the game, you just like 5 mana make 2/2, 5 mana make 2/2, 5 mana make 2/2. Over and over and over, guys. You bounce it, do it, bounce it, cloak it, bounce it, cloak it.
They've cloaked themselves.
What's up, Johnny? Most expensive rare in the set? I don't know. I'm not an MTG finance guy. I got no idea. Does feel pretty unbeatable. A little deck. They have 4 clues, and we have 1,000 lands.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Wish I had that case, right? The case of the land flood or whatever.
Unsolvable case? Solved.
Maybe they'll deck. They got 14 cards. Every time they coat, they do mill themselves for 1, so there's always that. I wanted a Tunnel Tipster. We are 20% to draw land. Here comes the unblockable cloak. Card's not even good. Alright. Like, we have, like, all of this. You know, like, 5 drops, 4 drops galore. Codebreaker. Torch the Witness. We got stuff. 11 cards left. Here comes the coat. In for 3.
They've cloaked themselves.
Ten cards left. Oh, even triggers this. No, the Mask Maker. No, it's the worst card in our deck. It's so embarrassing. All right, we got a Mask Maker. Let's give him this club so he feels like he's doing something. Oh my god.
Still a piece of garbage.
This is not a fair fight. Even with the ridiculous, like, 4 for 1. Four short turns were dead. They got 8 cards left. Alright, 7 cards left. They just keep cloaking.
The cloak. Put the cloak on.
So you go. Unmorphin Eavesdropper. That's cute. So no, they're looting too. No clue because I didn't play it. Down to 6 cards in library. Any of my cards mill? Any mill cards in my deck? This game's really getting away from me. Take 3 down to 4. Yeah, right. Where's that millstone at? They got 5 cards left. Crime Stopper Sprite. Loot, loot, loot. Loot. Coward. Loot. Didn't loot. This is a sad game. Art of Forest. Collect some evidence.
What more evidence do we need?
Alright. I mean, I think we're just dead on board, but we'll say go, I guess. We are just dead on board. Alright, whatever, you got me. Alright. That sucks. Our deck's just bad. Oh my god. Alright, on the draw, we can keep this. We got cantrip removal spell, morphs. How much snow? I don't know, like 8 inches maybe? We're keeping. Turn 1 Gorehound. Ugh. Galvanize? That's pretty good actually. So I can kill a thing on 2. Platinum Plateau? We've been cruising. Our last 2 drafts we've like floundered a little bit, but they're just gonna rock the case. This card's not very good, but also even worse when like you don't even use the effect on it. So sure.
You boys canvass for witnesses, establish a time frame and motive, and bring me a suspect.
Rage is gone. Alright. I mean, we got things to do. Take 1. A couple removal spells, some morphs. They miss a land drop too. I'll get a little gimme here. Alright, I'll take a gimme. No complaints on a gimme. We're gonna attack. We're gonna play the Warden, I think. Just like combat morphs to guarantee we because I wanna make sure I flip this too, so just play the Warden. And say go. Make the land drop. Play morph.
My name is Guy Incognito.
They mill over a Barbed Servitor. And they do not attack. Draw another land. Can't just kill the morph, honestly. I think killing the morph's fine here. Should have killed the morph and attack. I'm sure. Yeah, it's not like pretty, but just like get in. Actually, I'm sorry. Hold on a sec. This only solves on your end step. Yes, I exactly. Otherwise, 3 things would die, but this sure is great. So we slowed the game down. Our hand's pretty good. We need to find some green mana. All right, Wispringer Vampire is really good. We can just kill it though. So we torch this. It deals twice X, so we get to get a clue too. Awesome. So X is 3, and get out of here.
Get off my plane.
Card's really good. So get our excess damage in, get our clue, and just say go. We got a Bondkin. We got a Gossip, Bite Down on Crime. Any land flips this guy. We got a clue. They're pretty good. All right, so it's funny. I kind of want a Bondkin. If I draw Forest, I can get 2 more forests, but we'll play this guy, I think. We'll just attack. Might have like an Exile Attacker card here or something like that, but whatever. This card's not relevant for a long time. Silence from the Shadows. This is a pretty bad play. So again, we're not playing it besides to make fun of our opponent, but so you don't make the same mistake. So they're slicing from Shadows, my guy, but they allowed me to untap. If I played a 5th land there, most things that would flip would like probably might have a chance to get through this. It's just like not worth it, I don't think. I guess like maybe I flip and they could still kill it, but sure. No ward, can't be countered. So it's dead, whatever, it's fine. They have 2 cards left. We're just gonna gadget, I think. Play the gadgets next turn. We can flip it and clue if we miss a land. Repeat offender. All right.
I don't have friends. I have suspects.
I mean, I'm just gonna attack, I guess. The trade is fine. Attack, flip, bystander. Would have not flipped it in block, obviously, but all right. I mean, obviously we're mono red this game, but our opponent has, you know, this is basically a mulligan. They're just not really doing too much, so it's all right, I guess. Find that first forest. We got a lot more forests too, which is cool. The old Bloomkin. Does work with Surveil, but like that's just pretty ambitious, you know? We draw a Mass Maker, sure. So we're gonna attack. I was gonna crack a clue. You can play a morph, but just try to find a land here. You draw. All right, so find another mountain.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
And I guess we'll play the Bondkin. There are rats in this set, but whatever. Our hand's still pretty good. End step murder. Sure, you got me. Try to win the reward here for least exciting game of Bronze Mythic ever. Actual question for Jim regarding set design. Why did they give the morphs ward and they include spell effects that can't be countered? So you can have counterplay. That's the whole point. Like, you know, so it changes the value. There's spots where slice is better than murder. And that's a cool thing. You don't want things to be universally good. You want them to be good sometimes and bad sometimes. Just good game design. All right, we're gonna attack. Play our Mass Maker. Play our morph and just say go. Don't wrath me, bruh. You're gonna push, sure. Alright, yeah, I mean, just gonna keep rolling along here. Slice. This is why you can't just play a bunch of removal spells, because this happens. Like, you kill things, but, you know, you just don't get all the way there. Play a cheaper morph, and say go. Mono red. Getting it done. We are literally halfway through our deck with no forest. And we have Why isn't this working right? Macabre Reconstruction, return the Gorehound and the Whispringer Vampire. We draw the Forest. God, we're so good. Alright, we can force this thing. If there's dead anyway, just stack. Oh, there's dead, right? We can just bite down on crime and kill them. Sure. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. And, yeah, you and then you, right? +2/+0, deals damage. Alright. Pretty unexciting game, but whatever. We'll take the W. Is what it is. Not exactly, riveting television, but hey, you know, a win's a win. 2-2. This hand's good. We can keep this. The Whisperer.
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
No message being sent here. Cycle the Panther. They're not fun, though. Only 2 colors. Alright, so... we're going to morph this guy. Just don't tell anyone that's good, please. Just going to be our little secret. This card's really good. Drone Smith next turn. You get the 1, 2, 3, 4 curve. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Combat. Leroy. Don't slice my morph. Maybe our opponent just won't do anything. Alright, that card's good. Axbane Ferox. That's a good card. Alright, that does slow things down a little bit. Let's get in the air for 1. No reach, right? Just Death Touch, Haste, Ward. I'm going to play the Inspectors. My goal is to empty my hand and draw 3 cards, so... yeah, just an off-color morph. Islands. Coerce to kill. They're going to steal my Drone Smith. It's fine. Alright, so... we draw a Culvert Ambusher. I think we... I'll just play this guy face up. If I play it face down, my next turn is going to be upkeep, flip this, and draw 3. So, like, I'm not going to have mana to flip. I'm just going to play it face up. Face up, go. Creature has to block this turn. I can make this block and then trade with this guy. Or this guy, actually. Yeah, we'll just get rid of this. We'll just trade Inspector for the Drone Smith. Kind of sucks, but, like, I think it's probably worth it because he wants to attack. So, yeah, attack with this. So, force the block. Coerce a 3 for 1 as it always is because this card's so good. Block with both. Yeah, whatever, sure. Dead either way, but get my Investigate. That doesn't work with this. It's 3 more damage. Death Touch does not matter there. So, they have 5 cards in hand. We're about to upkeep draw. Kellen. That's a good rare. Alright.
World's greatest detectives!
Kellen's going places. Alright, well, I didn't set my upkeep stop like an idiot, but it worked out fine because we drew a land, so we're going to play a land, and this is really weird. So once again, folks, let's take a second to think about it. They didn't play Kellen and just said go, so something weird is going on here, right? Why did they do this? They have black, blue, and 3 green. I don't really have an answer for you. Am I willing to attack with my Ambusher and find out? But we're about to draw 3 cards anyway. We also have a bunch of 5s too. Could have out cold. Let's go. I'm just gonna combat. See what happens. Combat. Is it out cold? It's not out cold. Oh my god, maintenance.
We have technology.
All right, you're in. We're about to draw 3 cards, and have a bunch of 5/5s, so I don't mind them using the trick here. They have a clue to crack anyway, so it's Airtight Alibi. That was the answer. Airtight alibi. Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, he's no longer a suspect.
Alright, that's shitty, but sure. Pretty well sized, actually, too. That's a 6/6 against my 5/5s, but gonna say go. You crack Clue, too. Man. They don't crack their Clue. That's a little weird, also. Here's Kellen. Alright, end step, flip. Draw 3. Love drawing cards. Massmaker, Bloomkin, Bystander. Not the best. So we're just going to morph this and flip it, I guess. Morph this. It's 5 to flip. We'll just say go. Not feeling awesome here. These cards are pretty bad. Alright, I mean, they could have, like, cracked that Clue 2 turns ago, but sure, I guess they get to count it, so... Take 3. What's up, friend? What do we got, what we got going on here, huh? Take 3. Gonna pull some lands out of our deck and try and not flood again. It's blue-green the strongest deck. I mean, we haven't had a good blue-green yet. Corrosion Tusker! Oh. Old Border Oh. I love Cold Border Corrosion Tusker. Alright. My turn. Flip. Forest. It's a 4/4. We just cannot stop drawing lands. Alright, I mean, this is going to be a 5/5, like evidence 4. Problem is they have a 6/6, so it's a little iffy, but here's our Bystander, and here's our Massmaker. Alright, I mean, just take a spell or two, you know? We got some big ones in there still. Yep, got tons of big spells in there. They're there. Corrosion Tusker. So nice. Old Border Onslaught. Oh, yeah. Onslaught was when I first started playing serious Magic in. Here's Insidious Roots. Do they have the technology to use it? I don't know. We are not going to untap that. That was actually a pretty good draw. Concealed Weapon. This allows... I guess it, like... It's a little... Oh, they can just kill it with a freaking Kellen. God, stupid card. Alright. They have 2 cards in hand. Yeah, we only get 1 shot up before they kill it. That sucks. Just gonna morph it and say go. Mirari's Wake deck. Okay, Boomer. This 6/6 is just, like, impossible to get through. All I got's 5/5s. Sure.
Nice disguise, by the way.
Alright, here comes Kellen. Kellen is extremely good. Gadget. That's actually kind of cool. That actually works out really, really well. Alright, so let's play Gadget Technician. We get to flip it, make the Thopter, put the equipment on the Thopter, and block. Alright. So that's 2 to flip and then 2 to flip? Yeah. Alright, say go. So once we kill Kellen, the equipment's actually insane on this board. It's like really, really good. So here's hoping they have no tricks. Here comes Kellen. Alright, so we're going to go... Wait, shit. Past the blockers. Alright, I just screwed up. This is the right one, right? A lot of flip tricks. No, don't do it. Whatever it is, don't do it. Oh. Shit. All right. That's bad. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. Fantastic. So let's torch this Kellen, and then and that lets our weapon actually get do some serious work. Because then all of our attacks are great. And they can't kill it. If this weapon's will win us the game if they can't destroy it. So let's do X equals a lot just to make sure it dies through a pump spell. X equals 4 would be 8 damage. Let's do 5. We have tons of mana, so let's do 4. This is 8 damage. That should be plenty. Target Kellen. Browse trigger. Plan to do Pioneer content. I might play a Pioneer deck today. Just playing the Magic Online takes so freaking long, and the videos do horrible. It's just not. I'm just gonna just practice off stream, you know. Yes. All right, and now we're gonna draw a card. Let's see what we draw. I'm gonna put this on the Code Breaker and attack because this is the prowess will go away, obviously. So attack for 6. Eliminate the impossible. Sure, you got me. It's dead. Code Breaker's dead, alright? And now I'm not gonna. I'll get the 5/5 back. I'm not gonna equip. So stay go. Now I think we're in pretty good shape, honestly. That's bad, but sure. They kill my 5/5. All right, still okay. The Whisper, yeah, this is the point in the game where the Whisper is very, very good. Hasn't really been good for us yet, but this is the kind of game where it excels in, obviously. So all their attacks here are pretty bad. We have our basic land creature, mountain plant, boar.
Waka waka.
Our green mountain, which is funny. And they're tanking pretty hard here. I think we're ahead. Still plenty of spells to draw. No! Alright, I don't know what the hell took so long for them to do that, but sure, I guess. What took so long? That was insane. Alright, I guess. Shit. Yeah, that all right, I guess. All these blocks are really bad. We could just chump one of them. Make a clue, draw a card. Yeah, 'cause double blocks are just I could double block like this, I guess. But yeah, I guess I'd have to do this, right? All right, sure. They screw up? No, I didn't screw up, right? Alright, we, need to play a land. Alright! Draw some spells, please. That's a land. That's a spell. Alright, so, Automaton. Another Gossip, sure. Play Gossip. And I guess the weapon goes on the Gossip to trade with the Axebane. Alright, I mean, we were in phenomenal shape. Now we're in dicey shape. Why do moto videos do much worse? Because they're awful to watch. They're just slow and boring and I hate Moto, so I've played Moto for 20 years. Okay. All right, we're stabilizing here a little bit. We attack, they block with the Scoundrel. It's not a particularly good trade, but don't have any other good attacks either. Just a go. They have the Roots in play, so they collect evidence. Kind of rough, but like at the moment we're a little stable. Galvanize. That's pretty good. So now I can just galvanize the Scoundrel and attack. Yeah, I love it.
Get off my plane.
7-4, come on down. 7's a lot, you know. This card's great. I like this card a lot. Let me just say go. You're at 5. Plus 3 plus 0 is a lot. And having the ability to be a creature also removes a lot of the downsides of equipments as well. Alright, I mean, this deck is drawing a heinous amount of lands. Alright, awesome. Put this thing probably here. And say go. We have some of the lands left. We draw a Eavesdropper. Cool.
Game.
Yeah.
Blouses.
Weird game, but sure, we'll take it. Insidious Roots, it's a build around. You gotta make Insidious Roots work for you, because it will not work for you by itself. You need to make do some work. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's not great, but
World's greatest detectives!
Hedge Whisperer. Honestly, it's funny. The Rage plus Whisperer is a pretty good, like, if they attack with a 2-2, I can, like, kind of eat it. What's going on, opponent? What's going on? I wouldn't mind a mulligan. Our deck's bad, you know? Your deck's bad, you want every little edge you can get. Like, alright, you can mulligan, it's fine. I don't feel bad about it. Oh, you have 5 cards? Sorry. 5 cards is, you know, is what it is. The Whisperer. If you haven't followed the stream, hit the follow button. Watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, support the content. My name is Jim, pro Magic player, full-time content creator, leave for the Pro Tour in like 5 days or something like that, which is insane. Also got TikTok. Check me out on TikTok, folks. Look at this. Our boy Krenko came out for a 3/3 haste legendary. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. Check out the shorts.
On every goblin you control.
Good stuff in there. Still waiting for our opponent here. They're not back yet. So
you do make an all-one ready goblin token, and it gains haste on the turn. Krenko here to teach you all about the stack, which is kind of weird. When you sacrifice the artifact to make the goblin's made on top, and then
it's still not here.
So just be aware of that, of course. But plays really well with old school Krenko, obviously making a bunch of
go
goblins.
support a friendly 7 in casual drafts. I mean, it depends on like what the drafts are. Testing house, I leave for that. Yep. There you go. Boom. See? That's the current schedule this week for all you YouTube folks. It's obviously in the past, but I got to prep. I leave on Saturday. Testing house all next week. And the Pro Tour is on the 23rd, I believe. 23rd, 24th, 25th. So that is the deal. The schedule is always on Twitter for you fine folks. And try and post it on Twitch as well so you can find out when I'm doing stuff. They're just not here. Like, no, I'm not gonna bother playing Pioneer on stream. Magic Online content. I'm like pretty much done doing Magic Online content for like everything but Cube for charity. Just horrible on YouTube. The viewership's always down. I'm just not a Magic Online player, you know? Not anymore, at least. Uberg shirts from Coalesce. No longer a sponsor, but still friends of the stream. Got my new sponsor, Anthros. Phenomenal chair company. Can't wait to get my chair. And I don't have any actual graphics of them yet. I'm still working on the actual tech stuff, but they're phenomenal. Super, super high-end chair. Take care of your body, folks. All right? I've always said I'm super thrifty. I'll spend money on anything, right? I got freaking thrift store, couch, thrift store, dressers and bed and stuff like that, yard sale, etc. But when it comes to the things that support your body, shoes, bed, sheets, and chair, these are the things you spend hours and hours and hours and hours in, and it's super worth investing in. It's not a cheap chair, but it is super high quality. I can't wait to get mine. I sit all day, huge quality of life increase for me, and my opponent didn't show up, so whatever, we'll take the win. All right, it's a good keep. No one wants to play with me. Everyone's out playing in the snow. Support the content. Hit the follow button and like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. All right. Looks like our opponent's going to play Magic here, so. Mountain Go. Automaton. Surveil. Yeah, keep that. Not legendary. Just a good BV4/4 Vigilance. Red Herring. Block. Alright, cool. So, Mountain, Morph. Might be a dumb question, but what does a team do in competitive Magic? You work together. You all work together and, put the man hours in to figure out what the best deck is. And go from there. They're going to play Alley Assailant tapped. Sure. So, pretty easy Gossip here. This also helped my develop my board next turn. If I draw land, I can go Gossip and Ambusher, which is great. Makes a red or green mana only to cast face-down spells or to unmorph things. This thing's a 3/3 comes in tapped, so kind of whatever. It's a vampire.
They've cloaked themselves.
Being sneaky. Sure. Alright, here's a crowd control warden. So I just attack for 4 and double, I guess I actually might attack with both here. It's not a great trade for us. So if we this is a spot where it's all about thinking about developing your mana, right? So I can attack here, and if they block with the assailant, I flip, get a token and trade. It's a pretty good trade, but then I can't develop my board that well. Whereas I'd rather just like attack for 4 and play the warden face down and the ambusher face down, and like really set up for next turn. So yeah, let's do this. All right, cool. And we'll just morph and morph. And now we have the ambusher. Possibly, if they set up a bad block, this thing's gonna be pretty huge. 5 to flip and 5 to flip. We have 6 mana total. We also have this thing too, so we can like flip. This is actually gonna be a sick turn where we like flip up the 4/5. We eat something and then force the thing to block, and they can't double block also. So. They're going to say go. All right. Emergency meeting. Why'd they say go? 4 cards in hand. Red, 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 black up. A little sketchy. So they either have sort of combat trick. They could have a sweeper, but like it's not as likely, honestly. It's always so. Whenever I ask this question and try to get people to think critically, the answer always comes up: they're mana screwed. That might be true. If that is true, we're already in great shape. Let's focus on preparing for the things that are bad for us, not good for us, right? So this guy's pretty big, We've got 3 mana to unmorph. Like, what removal spells could they even cast for this mana? They could have the -4/-4, like the X spell. They could have the -4/-4 uncommon. So, like, the casting this is, like, pretty damn risky and probably not worth it. I think we should attack. We have pretty good flips here. We'll just leave out the... I'm just liking everything, honestly. Our flips are pretty good. We can just, like, flip the 4-5 or the 5-5 or the 3-2. Like, we're not going to play... We're not going to set anything up. So it's the kind of thing where, like, okay, we think they have something. We're not sure what it is. Our removal spell is very likely. Could be a trick. We're not going to go for broke, right? We're not going to try and make some huge setup play where we, like, flip this thing over and try and force a block or try and play hard-hitting question. We just have good attacks. So we're just going to attack. We've got a 4-4, a possible 4-5, a possible 5-5, or 6-6, 4-4, 7-7, or a possible 3-2. So all the blocks are fine. We might lose something here to a trick, but, like, it's just not that bad. You know, we'll just do this. Flip Warden and Technician. It's pretty awesome. They're going to double block the Gossip. We're just going to flip here for a ton. You know, sorry, let's just flip everything. Flip this thing up, make a token, flip this thing up. Yeah, this is fine. Flip it real good. Get an 8-8, a 3-2. Trading for 1 here is fine. Dealing a bunch of damage. Reveal to me your secrets. What is it we were scared of? It's not a make them have it spot, all right? That's an important distinction. I think people find it fall into like the just make them have it kind of line of thinking. It's not about making them have it. That happens occasionally, but only when you're way behind. When you're way ahead, it's not make them have it. It just like hedge so them having it isn't that bad and try and maintain where the board is because we're already ahead. So maintain your advantage and just don't get tricked. Don't fall too far behind. So that was great for us. They go to 3. Now you have a 3-2, an 8-8, and a 1-1 versus their 3-3 and 2 good cards in hand. So sure. They paid the ward. They didn't need to. It doesn't really matter. Whatever. You don't need to pay ward here. Obviously it can't be countered, but... Emb! Thanks, what's up? Appreciate it. Shock that guy and say go. We do have lethal here, but again, you run the risk of them having something. I don't know what they could have that could kill this. I don't think there's a card in the set that would kill this creature at instant speed. Can we name a card in the set that that can kill this at instant speed? Can't play Murder. There's no like uncommon Doomblade. We care about because we obviously can just bite this and kill us and win. I'm talking about our removal spell. I'm just gonna do it. Again, I almost don't even like this. We could just like not do this and win anyway. But like, there's almost no way they have anything. So yeah, it's fine. So again, if there was like an uncommon Doomblade they could have there, I would never do that because it's just too risky. But I just don't think there is a card that can kill it there. So awesome, that's great. Crappy deck, but moving on up. All right, Dr. Moon, reset. Thanks so much, appreciate it. All right, so we're gonna keep this. That's fun. I think they had an outrageous robbery in their hand. That black Expo. Why would you draw that conclusion? Mulligan to 5. Wow, we're getting lucky with this deck for sure. We got a gold. They are in gold, so their deck might be good, but they mulligan to 5. All right. I think we're just gonna Inspector on 2 here. Get a little defense going. Just D up. Detectives all the way. Cool. Scalp Mass Maker. This card's pretty bad. I like want this card to be good. It's pretty bad. All right, so I might just play this face up at some point, honestly. If I play this and they kill it, I'm pretty sad about it. This card's good. Did I play a Farce? Could play both of these. I want to equip it too. I'm going to morph it, whatever. Play a morph, there you go. I guess I can attack for 1 here, right? Let's attack for 1, sure. Let's go. This card should have haste. That would make it better. Land, go again. He's got nothing going on. So again, a little sketchy. I was thinking can't even block. They can't have a combat trick. All right, whatever. Sure, it's attack. I'm in. Point mulligan to 5, so whatever, sure. So I'll go land Wrath, please. I even think I'll land Wrath here. I think we're almost a parity, right? Because they mulligan, so they're twice, they're down 2 cards. We get a clue. So it's -4. So we get a clue, so it's -3. And there was a card also. It's a 3 for 2, but they mulligan twice. It's probably just like fine overall. It's not good, but... Museum Night Watch. This would be a very poor choice to suspect this. Alright, so we draw a Bystander. Bite down. I mean, they can't block the 4/4 anyway. Putting the axe somewhere is semi-relevant. Just costs 3 to unmorph. It's funny, the axe makes the Mathmaker a lot better. It's just the body, you know? Alright, we're going to attack. We can flip with this thing too, which is kind of cool. Yeah, sure. Let's attack with the Gossip, the Morph, and the 1/3. I'll trade the 1/3 for the Night Watch. It's not great, but it puts a card in the graveyard too, so... They're just doing nothing? Okay. That's a little weird, right? So why would they do nothing here, right? Like, blocking the 1/3 is just, like, free. Blocking the Morph isn't that bad either. I guess it could be big, but... So, once again, they do... Whenever your opponent does a weird thing, stop and think about it. They could have a Wrath, right? Because they would want a Night Watch, make me play more stuff, and then Wrath me. Huh. They probably would have Wrath last turn, but like maybe they feel like they needed to milk it more. This can't block, and they don't want to block with this because they get a token. All right. All right, thank you. This is a very interesting spot. We can just flip the equipment right now. It's what's good for extra point damage, you know? All right, I get it. Leave me alone. Just gonna say go. And this is the kind of spot where we're so far ahead we can afford to be cautious, because something weird's going on here. I'm feeling weird vibes. If the Night Watch attacks, we know what's up. So, all right, just a Drone Smith. It's fine. Make a thing, fine. Attack for 2, fine. The Mathmaker's pretty bad. It's not very good. This thing gives haste. That's kind of cool. We can go Bystander. They're just dead, right? Yeah, they're just dead. We should go Bystander. Oh, I can't go Bystander, haste, and bite on crime. I can go Mask Maker, haste, bite on crime. Kill one thing. I take 7 to go to 1. Shit. Should I expect a drone? Maybe, yeah. Alright. I'm sorry. Bite costs 4 because this stupid UI is screwing us up. I'm just gonna attack, I guess. Oops. I'm gonna double block this guy. We have the trick. This is fine too. Sure. That dies. Make it 2/2. Suspect it.
You weren't looking for me by any chance, were you?
They are going to suspect it. Wow. That seems crazy. Okay. And now I think we're... It's funny. The Rage would beat the Wrath. We would get a thing to attack with. I guess Rage beats the Wrath anyway, right? Just play a creature. I was supposed to play this as I go. Play this. I'm going to equip this onto the... 3/3, a 2/1, and a 4/4, and they're at 4, and I have this thing too. Yeah, put this here. All right, let's take it. 2 cards in hand. They're going to play the Haunch, which is 3 life and 2/1/1 dogs. Okay. It's annoying against this thing. Attack for 1. I mean, Suspect is a very hard mechanic to play. Very, very difficult. So they have multiple tokens to block with, obviously. They have 1 card in hand. Bystander block is not so good. They just have 2/1/1s to block it with. Kind of want to keep the Whisperer, too. Target creature you control? That's funny. I could have, if they block with a 1/1, I could have targeted their 1/1. If I would have gotten a clue and then made a 2/2, it would be sweet. But our attacks aren't great here. They have a lot of good blockers. Even the 4/4. This has been like a kind of a hard game, surprisingly. A little sad I put this here, too. I don't want to lose this guy. Opens up 5/5 for this guy later. I'm kind of sad I put this weapon here, honestly. Kind of like I lack foresight a little bit. Alright, so that's dead. This can't block. They have 3 1/1s. I don't really want to trade the Bystander for a 1/1, so just send him a Gossip. Well, I guess if I attack with this and this, then they have to block one of these, so sure. So attack like this. This is fine. Attack. Make the 1/1s go to 7. Like, if they hadn't suspected this, like, it'd be a lot more difficult. Alright, so crack the thingy. Gain some life. Make some doggos.
You weren't looking for me by any chance, were you?
Block here, chump here, take 3. Do I just cash in the rage for a 2/2? Because I just killed him too, right? I'm just cashing it in. Alright, cash it in. And 1 card left. What are you gonna do? Rage gives haste too, yeah, but like, I think that's fine. They actually have the Wrath? On the job. Okay. Sure. Alright, yeah, I mean, it's just an easy one, I guess. A little bit of a gimme. Our opponent all go to 5, just didn't do that much, so I'll untap this, and yeah. Alright, yeah, sure, I mean.
After it was all over, he took us in the house and served us pancakes.
Somehow we're 6-2 at this stack, and I don't really know how, but let's keep going. We got a trophy match, folks. Somehow, some way, shitty gruel. However, I think we're gonna mulligan here, unfortunately. Yeah, we got a mulligan. Just can't keep this one. Got pretty lucky here, obviously, with our opponents. You know, we had some opponent didn't show up. We had opponent who mulligan at 5. Oh man, this sucks. 2 4-drops, 2 3-drops, 3 lands. This thing helps this guy flip. I'm gonna up this guy. We can flip the Codebreaker, it's huge, so drawing another 5-drop is not ideal, but let's draw land. Let's go morph. Yeah, we're not playing this 2-drop. Sorry, it's not constructed. So we're going to play maybe the weapon on 2. On 3, I mean. Gossip on 4. Dump the hand. Flip. Sultitron. Opponent loves washed out lands. His morph.
I mean, it literally could be anyone.
So, combat morph for us is going to be this guy. Yeah. This card's good, but, like, we're not really in the mark of this effect right now. They attack, we're blocking. Barbed Servitor. 4 mana for a artifact creature. It is suspected.
Suspect is hatless. Repeat, hatless.
Can't block, menace, indestructible. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card and lose 1. Whenever it's dealt damage, target opponent loses that much life. Alright. Sure. So we're gonna... I'm just gonna attack here. If they want to trade, it's fine. Like, they're probably not gonna block. Because most morphs want to, like, flip up and do their thing, so... Play Gossip, dump both morphs, then flip them. Cool. I gotta want them to block there, but if they do, it isn't the worst. And, like, we're also, like, kind of saying, hey, this morph isn't that important, leave it alone. Yeah, with morphs, it's important to, like, think about the story you're telling to your opponent. Like, what is this card doing? How good is this card? So, alright, so we're gonna draw a card, lose life. Which is obviously very powerful, but slow. Sucks. It's bad. Not good for us. Sewers. So we might just play this guy face up next turn, honestly. I don't know, we'll see. I feel like I play this card face up like half the time. It's pretty hard to use effectively. Surveil 1.
The cloak. Put the cloak on. Waka waka.
Innocent Bystander. Alright, so 5th land attack. No way they blocked that 5 mana up. And now we're going to just morph Bystander. I'll play it face down. This card's medium. Yeah, it's okay, but it's not particularly great. Here comes the Servitor. So they get to lose life and draw a card again. I think if it could only be blocked by 1 creature, it'd be a lot better. Because the problem is you flip it, say they have 2 3/3s, you're like, I'm going to eat your 3/3. And there's like, block with both 3/3s, whatever, who cares, you know? Like, so it's hard to like set it up and like have to be like really, really good. It's usually just a trade, not a blowout. It costs a lot of mana too. So it's like, you know, 8 total mana to like kill their thing and stuff. So Gadgeteer is pretty good. All right, we get it. I understand. Although this is the kind of perfect spot for it, where I can flip it and force the block with the Gadgeteer and they still can't kill it. If they have a bounce spell or something like that, we're going to get blown out to high hell, but we're going to go for it. So flip this. This has to block. And remember, if this has to block, period, not this. So the bystander attacks also get to block that. So I hate this pause here. No! Fey Flight. That's so bad. Now we're in some doo-doo. Alright, let's attack. They're going to block anyway? Sure, whatever. Alright, I mean, that's fine. Turns on my inspector. It's interesting, but sure. I guess they're like, they are losing a life of returns, so they don't want to, I don't know, honestly. And they're up on cards, you know? It's weird. A little weird, but hey, what are we doing, you know? I'm just going to play. Does it stop snowing? The snow's kind of toned down a little bit out there. Hardcast the Scoundrel. Yeah, whatever. They blocked because they wanted to, not because I told them to. Alright. These are both indestructible. I guess, sure. I mean, like, this isn't that bad for us. Oh my god, it's the Coveted Falcon. Why the hell would they not do that pre-combat then? Usually the play pattern with this card is flip pre-combat, give your opponent a land, and then attack and get it back. They're going to give us this thing too. I'm going to get a trigger! That's awesome. Alright, so, sure. And a maze. Alright. So I have their forest. I can do everything, right? 2, 2, and 3. I'm going to flip this too, though. Opponent's certified insane, yeah. Let's play this. Collect evidence. Gotta be both, unfortunately, but whatever, it's fun. Counter here. If they block, we get to get a clue. Cool. I would say that this run so far, it has felt like our opponents are playing a little worse than average, but Magic's hard. It's a hard set, you know. We haven't been playing great either. Maybe we made our own share of mistakes too, you know. Play new bystander and morph the codebreaker. It's fun we got a trigger up this though. That's pretty cool. It's still snowing. I got 2 inches now. It's supposed to snow more later, honestly. Alright, so it's supposed to snow a lot, like in like an hour or two. I might take a stream break today and go out and play in the snow with my family for like an hour or so. Otherwise, we got a long stream today. So here's Tunnel, short. Alright, I mean, take 3. New bystander and a morph. Alright. I mean, we're empty-handed. We can't just upkeep the Codebreaker.
Why won't you die?
Coveted Falcon. 1 o'clock is weekly magic. Sweet. Yeah, maybe we'll have lunch then. Steal back the forest. Sure, you got it. Well, we can just block this, right? So this is a Menace Indestructible. Oh, if I block it, that take damage. Is that worth it? So, like, I can block it with the Inspector and a Morph. I'll take 3, but they won't draw a card. They're at 9. They already have 5 cards in hand. Do I like want them to take the damage here? I don't think I do, actually. Just like, yeah, whatever. Just take the damage, sure. All right. Does suck we're like taking a turn off here to have to flip this guy and draw 3, but they have like any good cards here are probably in trouble. That's honestly not like an incredible card, just a freaking 5/5, but yeah, we're screwed. We're just getting overrun with cards. Alright, so draw Barb Servitor and the Valkyn have drawn them a lot of cards. Draw 3. Draw Ferocious Rage. Draw for turn. Some stupid Mask Maker. Attacks suck. Say go. Do you want to build a snowman? Do 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 do. All right, take it back. Yeah, whatever. They have so many cards at this point that the life's more important, I think. So take your card. They got 5 cards in end. They're at 7. Trying to find a way to close this one out. We have not a lot of ways to do so, I feel like. Yeah, not really. Indestructible, unstoppable, cold case cracker, sure. Draw a Warden, sure. Yeah, I mean, Warden's pretty cool here. I guess they have a Death Toucher still, but let's jam with the Bystander, and we have a Rage too. We have the weapon too. Our decks here aren't actually that bad. We can like push a little bit with the 2 tricks. This costs 3 to flip. This costs 1. Maybe morph something. They are at 7, which is, you know, a life total for sure. Like this. Try and find our spots, you know? Try and just weave our way through, navigate, send in our little goblins and just find the right place to go. This is perfect. This is exactly how we'd line it up if we could force their blocks. Alright, awesome. So, let's fire up the Felonious Rage. Give me a Prowess trigger. Perfect. They do have 4 cards in their hand. How much of mana up? What am I going to do? You know? Opponent stops and they're like, Now I can go Gossip and Mask Maker. Set up for the Warden. We got this thing going too. They can make some bats here, but I have the 1/3, so. We got a 2/2 also, maybe. We'll see. And a clue. We got a 2/2, a clue. This is not a bad exchange. If it ever happens. You know. If our opponent stops the exchange by never giving us priority again, that could work too, I guess. Put 3 counters on Vengeful Creeper and counter unless you pay 3. That's actually perfect. This actually works out great. So. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's not counter. It's counter with the sizing. Okay, so that's terrible. All right, sure, that's fine. Is what it is. We get our clue. They have an 8/8 now. That sucks. We're just going to play stuff and say go. I think I should just leave up 2 mana for the clue and just say go. That sucks. Good card. Mutation. This card's pretty good. It's not a mana league. It's a. I don't know why though. Yeah, like they're paid X is 3, but it's not counter paid. I don't know what I'm talking about, folks. I don't know what's going on. It's a clown show over here.
That's it. I'm going to clown college.
They figured it out. Took them a while, but they cast the spell properly. UI here is not great. Okay.
Oh my god.
There's definitely a non-zero chance they decked themselves with this card by accident. Oh my god, this last game. Tall tipster, sure. Servitor, Cracker. Alright. I mean, yeah, sure. Take your damage. Could have pried it and didn't. Down to 6. Trying to find a way through here. It is not looking easy. We draw Galvanize. Okay. And a land. I mean, I'm just going to morph this. 5 to flip, 2 to flip. I don't think I can afford to play this. I think I need to hold up the flip and the Galvanize. Can Galvanize the Cracker. Yeah, just say go. This is going to be a pretty hard game to win. Make some bats. Drain for 1. Yeah, getting through this 8-8 and this 2-15 is going to be pretty difficult. No, this card's pretty bad, yeah. We want to try it out, but it's a cool... I think if you had, like the perfect deck for it, like a bunch of cheap tricks and a bunch of morphs, and you're super aggressive, it could be fine, but it's pretty bad. Like, I do want to have, like, the Mask Maker deck at least once. This is not it. It's just sort of like a card we're playing in our deck. Holy moly, what a game. Jeez. Let's sit back down. We have a Torch. We have like a few cards in our deck. We don't have much, but... we do have this very sneaky 10-10 or whatever. Or 9-9, I guess. Just line up well against their 8-8, obviously. The Ghazi Inspector blocks the fly. We're like... the problem is they've drawn like a dozen extra cards. But we are like, at the current state, kind of okay. Alright. They're going to bite down on my big idiot with the 8-8. That's going to work. Damn it. Shit. Pay the ward. Drain. This is going to be a 10-8 bite on my 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. That sucks. That's bad. That's a big part of our plan. Alright. Sure. It's slipping away here a little bit, as if we aren't already mega behind.
And that's when I saw him. My first suspect.
Right. Servers still coming in. I mean, I would have signed in blood for 6-3 with this deck when the draft started, so... Alright, just kill me already. We're not going to lose a rank either if we just made Platinum 1, so... Alright, we're going to Galvanize. Prowess. 3, 6, 7, 8. Right. We have a block here. It's not that bad either, too. More tricks!
As far as I'm concerned, he's no longer a suspect.
Okay, I think we're dead. Alright, whatever. We're gonna go, block. Flip this thing, put it on one of these. Opponent's just drawn way too many cards. Let it snow. Let it snow. Oh, they can deal all the damage here too. That sucks. Barb Servitor is like okay, you know. It's like we didn't apply enough pressure to like make up for the fact that they just like, didn't do anything on turn 4 basically. But wow, they screwed that one up. All right, so they could have dealt only 1 damage to the bystander. They ended up dealing 7 damage to it. So I get a clue, but it just doesn't matter at all. So and have a 5/5 flying flyer. We have a mountain. All right, you got me. Mask Maker. Equip. Concede. You got me. All right. Listen, I am stoked. We went 6-3 with this deck. Absolutely ecstatic. Oh, it was a rank. It sucks. Whatever. We're still Platinum Tier 1. It's great. I'm happy to be here. So, all right. So 6-3 with this. Honestly, I feel like this is like the worst deck we've drafted in our 10 episodes so far. It just has like very few redeeming qualities. It has some decent morphs. You know, like, obviously, we have a couple gadget guys, a couple of Tin Street gossips, but, like, really clunky. Doesn't really have a good rare or anything like that. Code Breaker's fine, but the curve's just kind of bad. Kind of lacking in tricks or ways to push through. Mask Maker's pretty bad. The Rage is pretty bad. Just playing, like, too many bad cards, and then just not really any good upside cards either. Just kind of like a very, very middling deck. But, hey, we'll take it. We'll take a 6-3. Episode 11 will come up after this. We're going to do, this is where the split's going to happen. So I am leaving for the Pro Tour on Saturday. So the remainder of the series will be from after the Pro Tour, episode 11 and beyond, because I got only so many hours of a day, you know, so I got to leave the Pro Tour. So episode 11 beyond will be from there. So that's it. YouTube folks, if you like, subscribe, you're all great. Peace.